Welcome, whoever you are, to Meg's Magical Mansion, a virtual guest house for spiritual wayfarers, a place where the ordinary becomes magical, where wisdom is yours for the asking, and where your higher nature is just a wish away. Thanks for joining us here today at the Magical Mansion. I'm Meg, and of course, here's my trusty butler, Scallion. And in my lap is my beautiful assistant, Miss Alice Pooper. And today, Scallion, it's almost Valentine's Day, so you know what we're going to be talking about today.
No.
Manifesting love, attracting love into your life. So if you're looking for someone special, or if you just want more love in general in your life, or if you'd like to recharge a relationship you are already in and zhuzh it up with more love, we got some tips from our friend Neville Goddard. So,
Neville Goddard again?
yes, that man is a fountain of wisdom. So stick around, because today we're going to be getting mushy. It's all about love. An excerpt from the poem On Love by Khalil Gibran. Love gives not but itself, and takes not but from itself. Love possesses not, nor would it be possessed, for love is sufficient unto love. When you love, you should not say, God is in my heart, but rather, I am in the heart of God. And think not you can direct the course of love, for love, if it finds you worthy, directs your course. Love has no other desire but to fulfill itself. If you love and must needs have desires, let these be your desires. To melt and be like a running brook that sings its melody to the night. To know the pain of too much tenderness. To be wounded by your own understanding of love. To bleed willingly and joyfully. To wake at dawn with a winged heart and give thanks for another day of loving. To rest at the noon hour and meditate love's ecstasy. To return home at eventide with gratitude. And then to sleep with a prayer for the beloved in your heart and a song of praise upon your lips. Today we are talking all about manifesting love in your life, how to attract the kind of love you want and deserve into your world. Today we're talking all about attracting love into your life, how to magnetize yourself to bring in the loving relationship you want. There are a lot of videos and there's a lot of advice out there about how to do this, but I'm going to turn to a wonderful lecture from Neville Goddard where he talks about magnetizing your love potential. You know, he says when you try to meet the right one, it's always the wrong one. So his first tip is to just stop trying, and I agree with that. I'm not a big fan of dating websites and things like that. I believe if the universe wants you to meet somebody, they will put them right in your path. So when you go searching for love, you really just manifest your own loneliness. Only the loving find love, and they really never have to go out and seek it. You draw it into you. It comes into you like a magnet. And the best way to become that loving, giving, caring, glowing person is to remember there is no external God. God is within you. And the more you are in love with yourself, the more attractive you are to others. And I don't mean that in an egotistical way or a prideful way, but the more you truly care for yourself, your happiness, health, welfare, and well-being, the more attractive you are to others. Think about it this way. Are you going to be attracted to a person that does not take care of themselves and can't run their lives? So you need to take care of yourself and run your life in an effective way, and that makes you attractive. And the more you express love to others without any expectation of anything in return, the more lovable you become. Now, I want to talk about attracting a specific person. There's a lot of information out there about attracting a person, making someone be obsessed with you, and I really want you to think hard about this, and I caution you against this, because you can attract a specific person. But should you? Because when you do that, you're interfering with another person's free will, psychically manipulating their free will. And there are some techniques out there that work. But when you manipulate another person's feelings and you make them become obsessed with you, you become responsible for their happiness. And if you decide down the road you're not in love with them anymore and they're still obsessed with you, that then becomes somewhat your responsibility. I prefer to think of, I would like to manifest that specific person or someone better. Or I think an even stronger strategy is to really focus on the qualities of the person you like so much, rather than the specific person. When you make it more general, not this person, it has to be Bob, or it has to be Susie, or it has to be Timmy, or it has to be, Rapunzel, whoever it is in your mind you need. The minute you let go of that and open it up and just focus on the qualities of Susie or the qualities of Bob or Rapunzel, and focus on what it is you like about that person, then you can allow the universe to supply you with that person or someone even better. The universe might have a way better plan for you or idea of someone that would match better for you in this life. And I also believe that we live many, many lifetimes, and we are often attracted to people that we've had past lives with. But I always remind myself, perhaps this is not the life we're meant to be together romantically. And there will be other lifetimes and other situations where that will happen, and it's okay if it's not this lifetime. So I try to be open to the universe. I advise people, open up to the universe, to allow the universe to send you the right person and let them put that person right in your path. Neville Goddard has a very simple and easy technique that I highly recommend if you're trying to manifest and attract a romantic partner into your life. Just look at your left hand and look at your ring finger on your left hand, because we all know what goes there. A wedding ring goes there. And just picture a wedding band, a plain gold wedding band. You don't need to picture anything fancy. What we want here is the symbol. And picture it. It doesn't even matter if you really care about the legally getting married part of it, because the universe understands this symbol and so do you. And it's a great way to communicate. Look at your hand, picture that ring, go to sleep with that ring on your hand. Imagine you're just touching and playing it. You don't even have to really do it. Feel what it feels like on your hand. Wake up with it on your hand. When you look down at your hand during the day, see it there. When you're typing on your keyboard or picking up your phone, see that ring on that left ring finger. And know that you are married, you are taken, and that the person who put that ring there is somebody you really love and respect. Someone you are proud to say is your life partner. I think that's a great technique from Neville Goddard, and if you're trying to manifest a romantic partner, that's when I suggest you try. He used it himself. That's how his wife manifested him. So, if you are in a relationship and you would like to rejuvenate it, I suggest that you really take some meditation time and visualize how you and your partner looked, felt, acted, sounded when you first fell in love. Maybe listen to some of the music that you were listening to at that time. And when you look at your partner, try to see them as the version of the person you fell in love with. Visualize them that way and start to really look for the qualities that you saw then. And a lot of times those qualities are still there. And once you start looking for them, you see them. We just get so busy, we forget, we get caught up. And all of a sudden you start looking at your partner and they start to look like that exact version you fell in love with. That could have been years and years and years ago. My mom always said my dad always looked like he did when she first met him when he was young. She's like, oh, he always looks like a young man to me. In her eyes, he never aged. He always looked the same. So I encourage you to look at your partner that way with the eyes of love that you had in the beginning. Well, Valentine's Day is approaching. It is the day of love and romance. And whether you have a partner or not, I hope everybody enjoys their Valentine's Day. And that if you are trying to manifest someone, that this was helpful to you. And remember, the golden rule is true. Love your neighbor as yourself. It applies to romance. You cannot be a good romantic partner if you do not love yourself first. So, if you're looking for romance, one of the best uses of your time is to start loving yourself, investing in yourself, and then being giving and sharing all of your wonderfulness with the world. And watch how lovable it makes you. No one else can make you whole. No other person can truly complete you. When you are complete, then you will be radiating and manifesting and vibrating at a level that will allow you to attract another whole and complete person into your circle. So, work on that. Make yourself a whole, complete, loving, giving, lovable person. Love yourself, and others will be attracted and love you back. Well, Miss Alice Poopers, I know I love you. You brought a lot of love into my life. So we learned some very important things about how you can manifest love, how to do it responsibly and carefully. And I want everyone to get out there and open up your heart and see if you can manifest the perfect person. And remember, it really starts with you. If you're in a relationship and you want to make it better, same thing applies. It starts with you. You have to love yourself before you can love anyone else. So working on self-love is a great way to make yourself a powerful attractor to bring love of all kinds into your world. So love yourself and open yourself up to the possibility that others are going to love you right back. And remember, you can love people whether they love you or not. And don't ever let how someone else's free will makes them behave stop you from loving somebody you want to love. You can love anybody you want. You just can't expect anybody to return it. You have to give freely of your love with no expectation at all. Sorry guys, that's how it works. Anyway, in the words of Buddha, 1,000 candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. So thank you for sharing your time and effort and energy with us here today at the Old Magical Mansion. And make sure you check back with us next week. Who knows what we'll be talking about next?